we will get this going. So there's going to be a lot of hip opening in the flow today. We're taking this toward bird of paradise. So a lot of opening through the inner thighs, getting the hamstrings quite a bit as well. Now actually, give me just a moment before we get this completely started. It's not going to make the biggest difference in the world, but I want it a little bit more light. But anyway, all that said, getting very deep into the hips today. So just kind of have that in mind. I'll go through the two demonstrations here before we begin. So the first is bird of paradise. Like I said, there's two entries to this pose, and you can take the full version. You can always modify this if your balance is a little bit off or if your hips are tight. But either way, this is what everything's going to lead to at the end of the flow. So you're going to come into a wide-legged forward fold from here. So knees bent, hips up high, keep your head down low. And then to come into the full bind, I'm going to reach my left arm between my legs and wrap around my left thigh, palm up behind. My right hand comes around for the grip. And be sure if you're going to take the full bind, you've actually got your hands together. So none of this stuff where you just barely got one or two pairs of fingertips together. So keep that pulled in. We're going to walk it each time. You just step one foot back and then the other, and then step this forward, and that's more or less to be sure that you've got this bind. And then from here to come into balancing, my base foot's going to come directly underneath me. That's my right foot. Bring it into center. Bend deep into that base knee. Lift the heel of the leg that's going to come up and look forward. Treat this like you're lifting a heavy box. With an inhale, slowly bring your torso upright and bring that bound leg up with you. Keep it close. You can always bend to the knee of the standing leg. Now, the last step, if you want to take it there, is maybe extending that lifted leg, but just take things to where you can. And then when you come back down, take it down lightly, try to move slow, and then release to your forward fold. Rather than crashing down, try to just set that foot down and just work it as best you can. I do know it's hard. If you need to back off from that, keep in mind, you can still come up into balancing, but you're just going to take you're not going to take the aggressive bind. So for that, you just come into that wide-legged forward fold, reaching out wide. And I've got my arm in contact with my leg, the other arm reaching high. All the steps are the same. You know, step it back, step it forward. And then again, the base foot comes directly underneath you. And again, pay attention to how you're coming up. Bend deep into the base knee, lift the heel of the leg is going to come up, look forward, and then just take it slow. Keep your arm in contact with your leg as you bring this all the way upright. You can always bend into that standing knee. And if the leg slides further out to the side, that's fine. Just hold on to your balance. That's primarily what you're working here. Bring it back down with control, land this lightly, and work that as best you can. And just have that in mind. That'll be at the very end of the sequence from here. Now, one more demonstration very quickly, because it's going to be right before that pose. We're going to come into side plank. And there's a few variations side plank. You can take this to, and if you can take this further in the movement, there's going to be that option as well. So you're going to be in a low lunge here to start. So my left foot's forward, my right foot's back, and come into side plank. My right hand's going to be my base. I'll roll to the outside edge of my right foot. And then to set this up, you can keep, well, this is the base position here, basically, the medium variation of the pose with the legs stacked. If this is too much, keeping hips lifted, go ahead and bring the top foot down. You can set in front of the base leg, maybe set it behind, just keep the hips up high. And you can always back up further, dropping the knee of the bottom leg down to the mat. Whichever you take, keep your hips lifted and reach the free arm high, bring your gaze up high. Now, if you can hold on to this variation here with your legs stacked, then we'll take it side to side. And just an option, keep in mind, but you'll just roll through center. I'm going to bring my left hand down, right arm high, hips still lifted, and then come back through center. And we'll take it back and forth a few times, and then we'll end up in low lunge. And from there, we'll actually take it toward that forward fold into bird of paradise. So have that in mind. So to get this started, let's go ahead and take a seat. And bring yourself into Baddha Konasana here to start. So that's soles of feet together, knees out wide. And just set this up so you can actually sit this upright best you can without too much effort. So go ahead and slide the feet further forward if you need. Let the pelvis tip forward to keep your spine upright. And hold some tension in your core through the belly and around the low ribs. Now hands down at your side just to help keep yourself supported. But reach the top of your head toward the ceiling. Bring your chin in just a little bit. And then just close your eyes. So just give yourself a moment to settle in here. Let your mind quiet down. And then when you're ready to start to deepen your breathing. So with the inhales drawn as much as you can, try to fill up your lungs and hold on to all that breath at the top for just a moment. When you exhale, constrict the back of your throat, so slow your breath down on the way back out. And just work to make your exhales last at least as long as your inhales as you breathe. And just keep breathing like this to begin. you're ready here, take a deep inhale. And when you exhale, just open your eyes. And just keep yourself upright. Take things slow to start. So with your next inhale, reach your arms up high. Exhale, hands down through heart center. Inhale, reaches up high again. Exhale, hands through center. Inhale, arms up high. Exhale through center again. Inhale, reaches up high. And then with the exhale, this time lean to the right side. Right hand to the floor, left arm reaching right. Just stretch this long and bring your gaze up high. With your next inhale, bring it to center. Reach through both arms. And then with the exhale, lean left. Left hand down, right arm reaching left, and stretch this long here. With your next inhale, bring it back to center. Reach straight up. And with the exhale, lean this right again. Right hand down, left arm high. With your next inhale, bring it back to center. Exhale, go ahead and lean this left. Now with your next inhale, bring it back to center. Reach up high. And with the exhale, this time, twist to the right. Right hand to the floor behind, left arm outside your right thigh. Now keep your spine tall. Reach the crown of your head straight up and look back over your right shoulder. And just hold on to the length of your spine as you're twisting. Now as you're doing this here, keep your knees out wide. Keep that left arm pressing into the right leg. We're going to lean a little bit here. So start to fold this forward and lean your left shoulder toward your left knee. Take it a little bit further. Right arm reaching up and past your head. And just stretch this out long. Keep your knees wide as you're leaning. With your next inhale, come back upright. Reach up through both arms. And then with the exhale, twist to your left side. So bring the left hand down behind your right arm outside your left thigh. And again, tall spine. Reach the crown of your head straight up. Look back over your left shoulder and use that right arm. Press it to the left leg. Now as you hold the twist on this side, start to lean this forward as well. Bring that right shoulder toward the right knee. And then see about taking this further. Reach that left arm up and over. And just breathe with this here. With your next inhale, bring it back to center. Both arms high. And then with the exhale, just bring the hands down through center. And reach forward, take hold of your big toes. Now I'm just turning to the camera here. Keep in mind, we're going to take this into that deeper Baddha Konasana stretch. So draw the heels in close. Keep the knees out wide. And then go ahead and start to pull yourself forward. Now you got the choice here. You can try to lengthen out your spine, press your low back forward and come forward extended like this. And if you want to round forward, you can always take it there. But draw the elbows in around your waist. Maybe use your arms to press your knees toward the side. Just bounce the knees a little bit and just feel this out to the inner thighs and into the hips. And then slowly from here, take an inhale. And with the exhale, just release your grip and bring yourself back upright. And again, set your legs up so you can actually sit this upright without too much effort. Now we're going to start to warm up the hips to begin from here. So here's what I want you to do. I want you to go ahead and lean over to the right side. Left foot on the floor, right hand down. You can bring the left hand to your left knee. But then lift your hips, extend the right leg forward and try to bring your hips in line. And then come back down and come back to center. We're going to take that side to side. So lean left, bring your left hand down. Right foot sets flat. Now press into the right foot, extend your left leg forward, lift your hips. And then bring it back down and come through center. Lean to the right side, right hand down, left foot flat. Press into your left foot, extend the right leg forward. And then come back down and come back to center. Let's take it to the other side, left hand down, right foot flat. Go ahead, press into the floor, lift your hips, extend your left leg forward. And then bring this back down. And then go ahead, lean right again, right hand down, left foot flat. Press into your left foot, extend the right leg forward. And then again, bring this back down. Come over to your left side, left hand down, right foot flat. Press into the floor, lift your hips, extend through your left leg. And then bring it back down. Now we're going to take one more round. So I want you to lean to the right, right hand down, left foot to the floor, lift your hips, hold here. Now try to keep your thighs in line, keep your hips lifted, and then just bend the right knee, bring the heel in toward your left knee, and then extend the right leg forward. And then pull the right heel in again, and extend the right leg. One more time, pull the right heel in, extend the right leg, and then come all the way back down. And then lean to your left side, left hand down, right foot goes flat. Lift your hips up off the floor and extend your left leg. Now move from your left leg. Go ahead and bring the left heel in toward the right knee, and then extend that leg forward. Bring the left heel in again, and then extend the leg forward. One more time, bring that heel in, and then extend the leg forward, and bring yourself all the way down, and come back to center, back to Baddha Konasana. Now we're still going to move here one leg at a time. This is to warm up the hips. This time, rather than extending forward, we're going to extend this behind. So I want you to lean your right side, step the left foot down. Now both hands to the floor, extend the right leg back as far as you can. And then pull the right knee in and come back to your seat. Now take your side, lean left, right foot down, both hands to the floor, extend your left leg back. And then come back to center and back to seated. And just a couple more rounds here. Lean right, right hand down, left foot to the floor, extend the right leg back. And then come back to center and sit this down. Lean to your left side, left hand down. Go ahead, extend that left leg back. And then come back to center, back to your seat. We'll take one more round. Lean to the right, right hand down. Press into your left foot, extend the right leg behind you. And then come back to center, back to your seat. Lean to your left side, left hand down. Press into the right foot, extend your left leg back. And then come back to center and sit this down. And we're back in Baddha Konasana. Soles, feet together, knees wide. Now once you're back to that seat, just keep the feet in contact, keep the knees wide, take hold of the big toes. Draw the heels in close and then pull in so you can lean back and lift your feet up off the floor. And just hold your balance here. Now rather than just rounding this forward, try to extend your spine. Press your low back forward, draw your shoulders back and open up your chest. And then we'll work this a little bit further. Now you're going to keep on balancing here, but release your grip. Reach your arms forward. And we're going to go back and forth from this position to extending and lowering about halfway. So when you're ready, go ahead, extend the legs forward. Go ahead, lean this back. You're still balanced. And then pull back in with the knees out wide. And then again, lean back, extend your legs. Pull back up, knees go wide. Again, lean this back, extend your legs. Pull back up, knees out wide. Again, lean back and extend your legs. Pull back up with the knees wide. Two more times. Lean this back and extend your legs. Pull back up with the knees out wide. One more time. Lean back and extend your legs. And then pull back up with the knees out wide. Take a moment here. And then one more inhale. With the exhale, set your feet down, hands down behind you, and just fold your knees side to side. Just loosen things up. And the hips should already feel a little bit warmer to begin. Now, once you're ready, just bring this into center. Let's set up for a reverse tabletop. Feet about hips width distance apart, hands behind the shoulders about shoulder width. Now, palms down, fingertips forward if you can. You can always rotate your fingers to the side if you need to back off on the wrists. We're pressing your hands and feet, lift your seat up off the floor. Let's take this up and down. So with the inhale, press your hips high. Exhale, sink down. Inhale, lift up again. And then with the exhale, lower. Inhale, press your hips high. Exhale, come down. Inhale, lift again. And then with the exhale, lower. Now with your next inhale, press up high and hold here. Keep your glutes squeezing, keep your hips lifting. You can look forward, maybe look up, maybe hang your head back, but keep the hips lifting and just breathe into this. And then take an inhale. With the exhale, come all the way down. Once you're down, take a moment, shake your hands out just a little bit. And then when you're ready, cross at the ankles, roll forward, your hands find all fours. And once you bring it into all fours, just move around. Stretch your hands, stretch your fingers, let your shoulders and hips move side to side. And just feel things out. Loosen up your spine. And move however you like. Notice where you're loose and where you're tight. You can always shake things out a little bit, keep in mind. And then bring this back into center. We'll move into the wrist right away. So I want you to walk your hands in close, about one hand's length in front of your knees. Flip your hands over, backs of the hands down, palms facing up, fingers spread wide. And then with your fingers wide like this, slide the hands together so you interlace your fingers. Palms still open. Press the fingertips to the floor and try to straighten your arms as much as you can. You can always take most of your weight to your legs, or you can lean forward toward the hands to take more pressure. It's up to you. Now we're going to go back and forth like this. I want you to keep the palms open and your fingers spread wide, but flip your hands over and press the palms down. And then flip them again, palms facing up. And just keep moving back and forth like this. Now as you take it back and forth, you can take as much or as little weight on the hands as you like. And try to take at least a moment here to straighten your arms. And then just give this another round or so and try to finish this with your palms facing up and just hold that position for a moment here. Reground your hands, fingers spread wide, fingertips pressing down. And then we'll just take this side to side. So I want you to bend into both elbows, but bring the right elbow all the way down to the floor. And then come back up to straight. Bring it down on the left side. And then come back up. Over to the right again. And then back to center. And down to the left. And bring it back to center. Down to the right one more time. Back to center here. And then down to the left. And come back up to center. And then just come up onto your fingertips, and we're going to switch this out to another stretch. Now, I want you to keep the hands in close like this, about one hand's length in front of your knees. And this time, palms down. Rotate your fingertips out to the side, maybe point in toward your knees, and do that on both sides. Flatten your hands, spread your fingers out wide, and grip the floor. Now, from here, we're going to take this into the hips as well. So as you hold onto that grip, I want you to step your right foot forward outside the right hand. Try to step the right foot past your right hand. And you can always walk it a little bit further forward. And then from here, let's take this into the hip as well. Now keep gripping the floor, bend into both elbows. Try to sink a little bit inside that right thigh. And then just start to move back and forth. So as you're gripping the floor, let the hips move, and maybe you feel an additional stretch on the right end of the thigh. You can always move the right foot around. But just take this to where you can and just feel things out. And then when you're ready, just bring that right knee down. We'll take that to the other side. Step your left foot forward outside the left hand. Try to get past it a little bit. And keep gripping the floor with your fingers. Now again, see about taking it further. Bend to the elbows, start to sink down. And then just move around again side to side. And just feel things out here and let that stretch the inner left thigh. And again, you can always adjust the position of your foot. And then go ahead and bring this back to center. Bring your left knee down. Come up onto your fingertips when you're ready, down to sitting on your heels. And then just take a moment, shake your hands out, loosen up your fingers and loosen up your wrists. And then once your hands are ready, bring yourself into all fours, and we'll take this into the upper body a little bit as well as the hips. So we're going to start this with a lopsided shape. I want you to bring your right forearm down to the mat, but stay on your left hand. So the right elbow goes to the side. Bring the right hand to center, so that forearm's diagonal. Slide your left hand back so you can stack the elbow directly over the wrist and keep that elbow pulled into your side. Now look down at the right hand. Put the weight to your right knee. Hover your left knee up off the floor. And then bring that left knee out to the side as high as you can lift. And fold the left leg back in. Left knee to the side, high as you can lift. And then fold the leg in again. Left knee to the side, high as you can lift. Fold back in one more time. Left knee out to the side as high as you can lift. Now hold here. Now as you hold on to this, go ahead and keep that leg lifted. Put your weight onto the right arm and come up to the fingertips of your left hand. See about folding that left leg in completely. Bring the heel toward your seat. Now this might be enough, but if you want to take it further, maybe lift your left hand. Maybe take hold of the left knee and lift it up higher. And if you want to take it further still, you can reach for the left big toe and see about extending that left leg up and to the side. Now, it's not supposed to be easy, keep in mind, or especially comfortable for that matter. When you're ready, go ahead and release this. Let's bring it down and come back to all fours. Now, and do the same on the other side. So when you're ready, bring the left forearm down, but stay on your right hand this time. Left elbow to the side, bring the left hand to center. Slide the right hand back so you can stack the elbow directly over the wrist and keep the elbow pulled in. Now, put the weight to the left knee, hover the right. And then right knee out to the side, high as you can lift. And fold the right leg back in. Right knee to the side, high as you can lift. And fold the leg back in. Bring the right knee up to the side. Fold back in again. Right knee to the side, high as you can lift, and keep it here. Now see about taking this further. Put the weight to your left arm. Come up onto the fingertips of the right hand. And then fold the right leg so the heel pulls in toward your seat. Now if you want to take it further, maybe lift the right hand and take hold of the right knee. Try to bring it up higher. This might be enough. If you want to go further, you can grab the right big toe and maybe extend that right leg up and to the side. And again, just take it to where you can here. And then go ahead and release this and come back down, come back to all fours. We're going to do one more round with that lopsided setup from here. So come back down to the right forearm, but stay on your left hand this time. Right hand moves to center. Slide your left hand back, elbow over the wrist. Now keep that elbow pulled in, keep looking down, put the weight to the right knee. Left knee out to the side, high as you can lift, and hold here. Keep your toes pointed left. Now with an inhale, extend your left leg straight back. Exhale, knee to shoulder, pulled in close. Inhale the left leg back again. Exhale, knee to left shoulder. Inhale the left leg back. Exhale, knee to shoulder one more time. Now hold it here and set that leg on your arm. Now go ahead and step the left foot down. Bring that left foot forward past your left hand at least a little bit, or walk a little bit further so the left arm is underneath your left leg. And then make your left hand to a fist and use the left arm, press up into the underside of your left thigh. then this might be enough already for a stretch on the inner thigh. If you can take this further, see about lifting your left heel, maybe come to the tip of the left big toe. And if that's enough, just stay here. If you can go further still, maybe even lift that left foot up off the floor and open further to the side. Now, if you want to get a little taste of bird of paradise, keep pressing up, but maybe try to extend that left leg. Just take this to where you can. And like I said before, this isn't necessarily supposed to be comfortable. All right, go ahead and release this. Let's bring it down. Come back to all fours. And we'll take the same position on the other side. So whenever you come down to the left arm, but stay on your right hand. Left elbow to the side, left hand moves to center, right hand slides back so you can stack that elbow directly over the wrist and keep that elbow pulled in. Now put the weight to the left knee, hover the right. And then right knee out to the side, high as you can lift, keep the toes pointed right and keep that right elbow pulled in. With an inhale, extend your right leg straight back. Exhale, knee to right shoulder. Inhale the right leg back again. Exhale, knee to right shoulder. Inhale the right leg back. Exhale, knee to shoulder, stay here. And then set the right foot down and try to bring it forward of your right hand. Go ahead and walk it forward a little bit. So the right arm's underneath the right leg. Make that right hand into a fist, press the right arm straight up to the right thigh. Now maybe just stay here and this could be enough. You can feel that stretch on the inner thigh. If you can take it deeper, lift the right heel, maybe come to the very tip of the right big toe. Maybe even press up enough to lift the foot up off the floor. If you want to go further, keep pressing up high. See about extending that right leg. And then from wherever you are, go ahead, release this. And come back down, come back into all fours. And from all fours, just take a couple breaths and move around. Now you can always just stay here and breathe and take another stretch, but whenever you're ready, go ahead, tuck your toes, straighten your legs, lift your hips, and bring this into downward facing dog. Now once you find a down dog, take a look at how you set this up. Hands about shoulder width distance apart. Pressing your palms, flatten your hands. You want to feel some weight toward the base of your thumb, keep in mind. And then sink your chest down low. And even as your chest sinks down, press your hips up as high toward the ceiling as you can. And try to keep that upward reach to the hips. Draw in through your belly around the low ribs and keep your core engaged. Keep your spine nice and long. One line from the wrist creases through to the hips. And as you reach in the hips up high, if you got too much tension behind the legs, go ahead and let it go. You can always keep it bent in your knees. And you can always just pedal this out and let your hips move side to side. When you're ready, take an inhale. And then with the exhale, just bend the knees, look forward, and step this to the front of the mat. Let's take a ragdoll fold. So feet about hips width distance apart, deep bend in the knees. Let your belly touch your thighs, let your head hang, let your spine round. And let everything go long and loose here. Let the muscles in your neck relax. Now you can hang your hands to the floor. You can reach to opposite elbows if you like, and maybe shake this side to side to loosen further. And then from wherever you are, just release any grip that you have, but keep the bend in the knees to begin. And slowly go ahead and start to restack your spine. So bring your head up last. Open up your palms at your sides. When you're ready here, with an inhale, reach your arms up high. And then with the exhale, just bring your hands down to heart center. Now take a moment here to breathe, set an intention. Let your mind clear, find your focus. Take a deep inhale. And then with the exhale, just release your hands. Now with your next inhale, reach your arms up high. And then with the exhale, slowly fold this forward. So hinge at the hips, start with a straight spine, put a little bend in your knees. Keep your core engaged, move smoothly, and then just release this at the bottom. Now with an inhale, lift it up halfway, fingertips to the floor, to the shins, lengthen forward through the crown of your head. And then with the exhale, bring your hands to the mat and step this back to high plank. Now find your shape here, wrists underneath the shoulders, palms press to the floor, press the floor away from you. And press your spine up toward the ceiling. Try to keep your spine lifted as the highest point with the shoulder blades. Now use your core. Hold some tension to keep your hips around the shoulders and heels best you can. And then when you're ready here, take an inhale. And with the exhale, slowly bring your shoulders forward as the elbows bend. Now keep your body in line, elbows pulled into your sides, and lower with control all the way down into your belly. Once you're down, flatten the feet out behind you, hands under the shoulders, elbows into your sides. And let's take this up and down through low cobra. So with an inhale, just peel up your head, neck, and chest. Exhale, roll back down. Inhale, peel this up again. Exhale, roll down. Inhale, peel up one more time. Now just stay lifted here. Keep the lift in your upper body, press into your feet. Take some or all the weight out of your hands. Elbows at your sides, pull the shoulders back, keep your gaze forward. And use the muscles along your spine. Lift your chest up a little bit higher. Take an inhale. Exhale, roll this back down. Now hands under the shoulders, elbows in at your sides, press the palms to the floor. And we're going to take this to upward facing dog. So with an inhale, straighten your arms. Now pull your chest forward, let your hips hang. Stay on the tops of your feet in this position. Keep your legs active, work to lift the knees up from the mat. To take it further, kick your feet down, squeeze your glutes. Try to pull the hips forward to help deepen and lengthen the arc all through the front. Lift with your arms. Be sure you're lifting with your shoulders. Make your neck nice and long. Keep your chest pulling forward. And then take an inhale. With the exhale, pull your belly and bring your hips up high back to down dog. Now pedal out for a moment here. Let your hips move side to side. Now from your downward facing dog, take a deep inhale. And then with the exhale, bend your knees. Look forward, step or float to the front. Inhale, lift halfway up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale to standing arms, reach high. Now with the exhale, sink down into the chair this time. Put the weight to heels, bend your knees, and bring your hips down low. Now as you settle into the stance, pay attention to how your feet set up. So feet within hips width distance, big toes and knees towards center, belly pulled in. Sink your hips down low. And just keep the legs as they are. We're going to take this back and forth through an upright twist. So take an inhale here. And then with the exhale, right arm back, left arm forward, open your chest to the right. Inhale to center, reach the arms up high. And with the exhale, take it the other way, left arm back, right arm forward. Inhale to center, arms up high. Exhale, twist this right again, right arm back, left arm forward. Inhale to center, reach the arms up high. Exhale, left arm back, right arm forward, open up. Now with your next inhale, turn to center, arms up high. And with the exhale this time, hands through heart center, left elbow outside the right thigh. Now press the elbow to the thigh, press the palms together, and see your knees stay in line. Now as you press into the palms, bring your gaze over to the right side and try to sink your hips down lower. Just breathe here and hold the twist. Now with your next inhale, slowly come up to standing. Reach both arms high, straighten your legs. And then press in your right foot and lift your left knee. Hold here. Now give yourself a moment to find your balance. Stay tall. Reach the fingertips toward the ceiling. Dig into that right big toe. And then when you're ready, take the legs into a figure four. Cross that left ankle over the right thigh. Now curls the toes of the left foot. Bring the knee out to the side. And then once you're stable here, and put just a little bit on that right knee, let's take this with an eagle bind. It's going to be left arm under, right arm over. Cross the elbows, palms to touch thumbs with your face. Now if you can't get the hands together, just reach across the opposite shoulders and do what works. But keep the arms squeezing. Start to sink down. Shoulders down, elbows high. And you can take it down deeper if you like, but if you want to go a little bit further with this, more of a challenge, try to lift your elbows and maybe bring your gaze up toward the ceiling, but hold your balance here. Keep breathing. Now, if you're looking up, just bring your gaze forward. Keep the arm bind. Press into that right foot. Come to standing with your left knee high. And we're just going to move back and forth while we're balancing here. So touch the left heel to your right knee. And then sink down, left knee to right calf. Bring it back up, heel to knee. Come back down, knee to calf. Now bring it up one more time, heel to knee. Sink back down, knee to calf, hold here. And then just extend your left leg straight back. We're taking this toward warrior three. Now you can always hold a bend in that right knee, and you can always be more upright. If you want to take it deeper, keep your lifted body in line, hinge from the right hip, maybe come down toward parallel with the floor, and just breathe with this. Take an inhale. Now the exhale, release both hands down, left foot down behind you, low lunge. Let's take it down lower, left knee down, left foot flat behind. Sink the hips down, press them forward. We're taking this into Anjaneyasana. So when you're ready with an inhale, reach the arms up high and open this up. Now reach up and back, bring your gaze up high, let the hips sink down and forward. And just breathe into this here for a moment. Feel that length all through the front of the left side. Now while you hold on to the shape, take an inhale. And with the exhale, just bring your hands behind your head. Interlace the fingers, palms open, elbows wide. Pull your shoulders further back. Keep looking up. And we're going to move from here. Now I want you to keep the arch to your body and just move from the right leg. So press in your right foot, lean this further back. Your gaze is still high. Bend deeper into the right knee, sink forward, still looking up. And then press into the right foot, lean this further back. Bend deep into the right knee and sink this forward. Now press into the right foot, lean this further back, hold here. And then with an inhale, slowly just bring your gaze forward, bring your torso upright, hips stacked over your left knee. Now once you're up, we're going to take this the other way. So I want you to bring your hands behind your low back, palms open, fingers spread wide. Pull the shoulders back and keep the elbows wide, keep your chest open. Now we're going to take this toward a half split. So hinge from the hips, touch your belly or your ribs to the right thigh and keep that contact. And let's take it back and forth from the right leg. So pull your hips back, point the toes of the right foot toward the ceiling. And then go ahead, bend the right knee and come forward. Again, pull your hips back, point the toes of the right foot up. Bend the right knee and bring your weight forward. Now one more time, pull your hips back, point the toes of the right foot up and hold here. Now you're looking for a stretch inside and on the underside of the right thigh. Breathe into that here. Maybe the right knee's still bent. If you can take it further, maybe slide that heel further forward, but keep your upper body touching the right thigh. And then bring your left hand to the floor. To work this as a twist, draw the right shoulder back. And this might be enough right here. Pull the right hip back and left hip forward. Now, if you want to take it deeper, there's a couple of things you can do. You can bring that left elbow all the way down, but keep the right shoulder high. And if you want to find a grip here, you can bring the left hand to the outside edge of the right foot. Draw yourself further down and draw that right shoulder further back. Just take this to where you can. Now, from wherever you are, you're taking an inhale. And then with the exhale, bring both hands to the floor, either side of that right leg. Now bend the right knee, set the right foot flat, tuck the toes, the left foot, lift your left knee. This will put you in low lunge. And then from low lunge, we're going to take this to side plank. So the left hand's your base. Roll to the outside edge of the left foot and slide the right foot back. You can keep the right foot down, maybe set the left knee down, maybe stack your legs. Reach the right arm high and keep your hips lifted. Now you can always just stay here if you want to move. Then let's roll it through center. Bring the right hand down and reach your left arm high. And again, hips stay lifted, switch it out. Left hand down, right arm reaches high. Back through center with the right hand down, left arm up high. And then bring it through center one more time. Left hand down, right arm reaches high. Hold here, keep your hips lifted, gaze up high. And then take an inhale. Now with the exhale, bring the right hand down, right foot forward outside the right hand, and step the left foot forward outside the left. Now once you get to the front of the mat, you find that wide-legged forward fold. Heels in, toes out, knees bent, hips high, and keep your head low. And want to lift the right leg. Now, if you want the full bind, reach the right arm between your legs, wrap around the right thigh, palm up and behind. Left hand comes around for that full grip. Otherwise, reach wide, right arm in front of the right shin, left arm high. Now, either way, stay folded and let's walk it. Step the right foot back, left foot back, right foot forward, left foot forward. Now, to balance it, step the right foot to center. That's your base foot. Deep bend to the right knee, lift the left heel, look forward. Go slow. With an inhale, slowly bring your torso all the way up and bring that right knee up with you. Now, as you hold on to this, you can always bend to that left knee. Try to get your spine upright. And if you're reaching wide, just keep the right arm in contact with the right leg. If you got the bind, keep the thigh pulled in close. And if you can extend the leg, it's the last step, keep in mind. And then slowly, from wherever you are, let's bring it back down. Land it lightly and release your forward fold. When you're ready, take an inhale, lift up halfway. And then with the exhale, set the hands. Let's take it through your Vinyasa. Once you find your down dog, take a moment, paddle things out. And then we'll take all that to the other side. So when you're ready here, take an inhale. With the exhale, bend your knees, look forward, step or float. Inhale, lift halfway up. Exhale, fold back down. Inhale to standing, reach your arms high. And with the exhale, sink into chair again. Put the weight to heels, bend your knees, and bring your hips down low. Now again, pay attention to your stance. Feet not too wide within hips with distance. Big toes, knees towards center, belly pulled in. And again, we're going to keep it upright, still in chair, but take it back and forth to a twist. So take an inhale here. And then with the exhale, left arm back, right arm forward, open to your left side. Inhale to center, arms up high. Exhale, right arm back, left arm forward, take it the other way. Inhale to center, reach up high. Exhale, left arm back, right arm forward, open up. Inhale to center, arms up high. Exhale, right arm back, left arm forward. Inhale to center, reach up high. Now with the exhale this time, hands through heart center, right elbow outside your left thigh. Now press the elbow to the thigh, press the palms here, open your chest to the left side, bring your hips down low. See if the knees stay more or less in line. And just breathe here, try to look over your left shoulder. Now at the next inhale, just bring yourself up to standing, arms high. Put the weight to the left foot, come to standing with your right knee lifted, and just take a moment here to find your balance. So dig into the left big toe, slow your breathing down, keep your gaze forward. And when you're ready, move your legs into a figure four, right ankle over your left thigh. Curl the toes of the right foot, put the knee to the side. You can always bend a little bit in that left knee. And then when you're ready, take the eagle bind. It's going to be right arm under.
Left arm open. Cross with the elbows, palms to touch thumbs toward your face. Now, once you find that bind, and keep in mind, you can always reach for the shoulders, but spread the shoulder blades apart, keep the arms squeezing. Now, you can sink further into the hips if you like, but if you want to take this even deeper, maybe lift your elbows, maybe lift your gaze, but just stay breathing, stay balanced. Now, if you're looking up, bring your gaze forward. With your next inhale, straighten the left leg, lift the right knee, hold your balance here. And then just go back and forth. Right heel touches your left knee. And then sink down, right knee to left calf. Bring it back up, heel to knee. Sink back down, knee to calf. Bring it up again, heel to knee. Come back down, knee to calf one more time, hold here. And then you're still balancing, but extend that right leg back, bring it in line with the upper body, warrior three. Now you can stay more upright or hinge this forward and bring yourself toward parallel with the floor. Try to keep your hips level. You can always bend that left knee, keep in mind, keep the arm squeezing. Take an inhale. With the exhale, release both hands down, right foot down behind you, come into low lunge. Now let's take it down lower, right knee down, right foot flat behind, sink the hips down, press them forward. And then when you're ready, with an inhale, open this up and reach your arms up high. Now stay reaching, sink into this, keep the gaze up high, and just feel that length all through the front of the right side. Take an inhale. Now with the exhale, hold your shape, but bring your hands behind your head. Now again, interlace the fingers, palms open, elbows wide, pull the shoulders back, keep your gaze high, and keep your chest open. And then to deepen this, just move from your left leg. So press in the left foot, lean this further back, you're still looking up. Bend deep into the left knee and sink this forward. Again, press in your left foot, lean this further back. Bend deep into the left knee, sink this forward. Press in your left foot, lean this further back, hold here, keep your torso open. And then with an inhale, slowly just bring this upright, look forward. And then let's switch the position of the hands. So bring your hands behind your low back. Palms face away, fingers spread wide, draw the shoulders back, keep the elbows wide and keep your chest open. And with your hips stacked over the right knee, just hinge from the hips and bring your torso to touch your left thigh, maybe your belly, maybe the side of your ribs. Now let's work on that left leg here. So pull the hips back, point the toes, left foot toward the ceiling. And then bend to that left knee, set the foot flat. Again, pull your hips back and feel that stretch in the back of the left thigh. Bend the knee and bring your weight forward. One more time, pull your hips back, point the toes, left foot up. This could be good enough right here. You're looking for the stretch in the back of the left leg. Now, if you can take it deeper, you can slide that heel forward, maybe straighten the leg, belly still touching your thigh. Go ahead, bring the right hand to the floor and draw the left shoulder back. Keep a twist. Now, this is good enough. You can bring that right forearm down if you want to take it deeper. You can reach with the right hand to the outside edge of the left foot, but draw that left shoulder further back if you're going to take it there. Keep breathing with this. Take an inhale. Now with the exhale, just release this, both hands down around your left foot. Set the left foot flat, tuck the toes, your right foot, lift your right knee. This puts you in low lunge. And we'll take it from here to side plank, so the right hand's your base. Roll to the outside of the right foot, slide your left foot back. You can keep that left foot down, you can set the right knee down, or you can stack your legs. Hips up high, left arm high, and just keep your hips lifted. Now if you want to move back and forth, roll through center, left hand down, right arm reaches high, and then back through center with the right hand down, left arm up high. Bring it through center, left hand down. Right arm reaches high. And then back through center, right hand down. Left arm up high and hold here. When you're ready, take an inhale. And then with the exhale, left hand forward, left foot outside your left hand. And step the right foot forward outside the right. So we're back in that wide-legged forward fold. Hips high, head low, keep your knees bent. And we're going to lift the left leg. Now, if you want the full bind, left arm reaches between your legs, wrap around the left thigh, palm behind. Right hand comes around for the full grip. Otherwise, left arm in front of the left shin and right arm high. Now, either way, let's walk it. Step your left foot back, right foot back, left foot forward, right foot forward. Now, to balance it, step the right foot to center. That's your base foot. Deep bend to the right knee, lift the left heel, and look forward. With an inhale, slowly bring your torso upright. Now you can always hold a bend in that right knee, but bring that left knee up high. Try to keep the left leg close best you can. If you can extend the leg, it's the last step. Now slowly from wherever you are, let's bring it back down. Land it lightly and release to your forward fold. Once you fold it, take an inhale, lift up halfway. And then with the exhale, set the hands, take it through another vinyasa. Now from your down dog, when you're ready, let's take it to half pigeon. Inhale the right leg high behind you. And with the exhale, bring it forward, right knee behind the right wrist. Right ankle somewhere behind the left. Go ahead, flatten the left foot, straighten your left leg, pull your left hip forward and keep it in line with the right. And just sink your weight straight down. Now look for at least some of that stretch on the right side, outer right hip or toward the glutes. Now you can stay here with your torso toward upright. You can always go deeper toward a back bend if you want to take it there. And if you want to go the other direction, you can always relax. You can just start to sink down to the elbows, maybe melt down all the way. But just take it to where you need to here. And just breathe with this. All right, now from here, if your hands are forward, walk them into center. We're gonna take another pose. So go ahead and once the hands are close enough, pull your belly in, stack your hips up over your left knee, and step the right foot down between your hands. Now we're gonna take this to a half split. So keep your belly touching the right thigh, keep your hips stacked over the left knee to start, and walk the right foot forward. Now when you're ready, press into that right heel, point the toes up toward the ceiling, pull the right hip back and left hip forward. You're just looking for the stretch in the back of the right thigh. And once you feel it, just breathe into it. Now, if you can do this with a straight leg, be sure you can still touch your belly to your thigh. You're trying to tip your pelvis forward, keep in mind. Now, if you're able to take it that deep, maybe take it with a full split if you like. You can tuck the toes left foot, let your hips sink down, but still keep the hips squared. Pull the right hip back and the left hip forward, and just take things to where you can right now. There's no reason to force this, keep in mind. All right, now if you took it toward the full split, let's come back to the half split, left knee underneath your hips. And then from the half split, let's bring it down to all fours with both knees to the mat. Once you're ready, go ahead, tuck your toes, straighten your legs, lift your hips. And from your down dog, we'll take those two poses on the other side. So when you're ready, with an inhale, raise your left leg high. With the exhale, bring it forward, left knee behind the left wrist, left ankle somewhere behind the right. And then go flatten the right foot, straighten the right leg, pull the right hip forward, keep it in line with the left, and just sink your weight straight down. And look for at least some of that stretch on the left side, out of left hip or toward the glutes. Now you can stay upright. You can always go deeper if you want one of the back bends. And if you wanted to settle in and relax, you can come down to the elbows, maybe melt down all the way. But just take it to where you need to here. All right, if your hands are forward, walk them in towards center. And let's take the next pose. So when the hands are close enough, pull your belly in, back the hips up over the right knee this time. Step the left foot down between your hands and keep your belly touching your left thigh. Let's take it toward the half split. Walk your left foot forward, keep the heel down. Whenever you're ready, point the toes left foot toward the ceiling. Pull the left hip back, right hip forward, keep your belly touching the left thigh, and look for that stretch on the back of the left leg. And this is good enough, even if your knee's bent, as long as you can feel it. Now maybe straighten your left leg and take it further. And if you want to take it deeper, if you're able to, you can tuck the toes, the right foot, come down into that full split, let your hips sink down, but still, left hip back, right hip forward, work to keep your hips squared, even if you're going to take it that low. And just breathe with us here. All right, and then again, if you took it toward the full split, come back to the half split, right knee underneath your hips.
And then from the half split, just take it to all fours, both knees down. Now, once you've got both knees down on the floor, we're going to take this into Gomukhasana from here. So go ahead and bring your right knee forward to the center of the mat. Right foot goes left. And then left knee in directly behind the right. Now, squeeze your legs together, and then bring your seat down in between your heels. Let's give yourself a moment to feel this out. Now, let legs squeeze together. Feel that stretch in the outer hips. And this could be enough. If you want to take the arm bind from below, right arm crosses your low back, palm facing away. With your left hand, reach back and find the grip that suits you. Maybe the wrist, maybe reach all the way to the elbow. But with that left hand, draw on your right arm and feel that stretch from the front of the right shoulder. This could be good enough. Now, if you can take the full bind, bring that right hand up between the shoulder blades, left arm from above. See about finding that grip somewhere in between. And then wherever you take this to, let the shoulders get drawn back, let your chest open up. I recommend sitting this up, right? You can fold it forward if you want to, but just breathe here. Take an inhale. Now with the exhale, just release this. Both hands down behind you, lean back, untangle the legs. And then cross the ankles, roll forward, come into all fours. And we'll take that on the other side. So once you're ready here, just bring your left knee forward to the center of the mat. Left foot goes right. Cross the right leg in behind the left and squeeze your legs together tight. Now, as the legs are squeezing, sink down. And see about bringing yourself down to the mat in between your heels. And just give yourself a moment with this. And then to move into the arm bind from below. Left arm crosses your low back, palm face away. Reach back with the right hand. You can hold the wrist, maybe reach all the way to the elbow. And then just draw back on that left shoulder. Now to take this further, you can bring the left hand up between the shoulder blades. The right arm comes from above. See about finding that grip somewhere in between. And again, just let your chest open up. Just breathe into this. And I do recommend staying upright, but you can bring it forward if you like. Take a deep inhale. And then with the exhale, release whatever arm bind you're in. Both hands down behind you, lean back, untangle the legs. And this time, come all the way down onto your back. Now, once you're down, draw the knees in close. Squeeze everything in for just a moment. And let's take this to happy baby. Go ahead and reach between the knees. Take hold of the outside edges of your feet. And stack your ankles above your knees. Now draw down on both sides. Try to press the knees to the floor outside your ribs, but press your feet back up into your hands at the same time. Keep the tension working both up and down. Work to flatten your spine, sink your tailbone toward the floor. And you can rock this side to side if you like. And if you want to take it further still, you can extend your legs out against your grip. And then finally, from wherever you are, take a deep inhale here, draw it down as much as you can. And with your exhale, just release. Extend your legs out fully. Lay your arms at your sides. Open up your palms toward the ceiling. And just let your eyes close here and let your body settle down into the mat. And then when you're ready, just start to move again here bit by bit, fingers and toes, arms and legs. And then stretch this out long. Take a deep inhale, reach your arms out long past your head.
And then draw everything back in. Bring your knees in toward your chest. Bring the elbows in as well. And just take your time. Find your way up to a comfortable seat. And then just ground yourself into the mat here. Stack your spine. Bring your hands up to heart center. Take a deep inhale. Hold on to the top. And then just let everything go. Thank you for joining class. Namaste.